Chancellor Friedrich Merz pitched Germany's budget as a weapon of deterrence, pledging tighter NATO alignment and record defense spending. Now, with the budget passed, those words are fueling charges that Berlin is choosing war over welfare.
A capitulation would only encourage Putin to look for his next target. Ladies and gentlemen, how concrete we have experienced this with the violation of Polish and Romanian airspace in recent days. These events fit into a trend in Germany and in Europe. Putin has long been testing the limits. He sabotages, he spies, he murders, he tries to unsettle. Russia wants to destabilize our societies.
The Bundestag exploded in anger, with opposition lawmakers branding Merz a warlord, more focused on NATO's battles than Germany's struggling economy.
Before the impending disaster and your plummeting trust ratings with the citizens, you retreat into the pose of a world politician and warlord, shifting phantom armies in the sandbox and giving away billions to countries he doesn't even have. With the French President Macron, who is even deeper is stuck in the state debt swamp, and the British Prime Minister Starmer, whom his own people no longer want, you have found the right like-minded companions.
AfD blasted the EUR 591 billion budget as reckless and dictated by Brussels, accusing the government of hollowing out welfare while turning Germany into a NATO outpost. Migration became the flashpoint. AfD charged that forged papers and lax naturalization were handing foreigners welfare rights, and that Berlin was bending to EU dictates instead of protecting borders. Interior Minister Alexander Dobrindt countered with falling asylum numbers, but his defense failed to silence critics who said the government was incapable of restoring sovereignty.
The investments for security are going up, and the numbers of illegal migration are going down. That is the success of this federal government. To recognize this success, by the way, you don't have to be a math genius. The asylum numbers in August are 60% lower this year than a year before. The asylum numbers in August this year are 70% lower than 2 years before.
AfD escalated further, accusing Berlin of waging a hidden war against American conservatives and needlessly provoking Russia, a claim coalition lawmakers dismissed as propaganda.
There are good reasons why your faction is not part of the intelligence and news service control in this country. Hybrid threats are a reality in Germany, and that every day. Cyber attacks on authorities, acts of sabotage against critical infrastructure, but also disinformation campaigns from Russia and much more. Germany is a target of hybrid attacks from Russia. We are, after all, the most important supporter of Ukraine in Europe. And that's a good thing. We want to remain so. We are the most populous EU country, and in Putin's eyes, we are already opponents and enemies. He attacks us daily with the methods described.
Merz's allies tried to pivot, highlighting record spending on infrastructure, technology and climate. But the opposition said Germany's welfare had been sacrificed to NATO's war machine. The budget passed, but the eruption revealed two stark visions. One tying Germany's fate to Brussels and NATO, the other demanding sovereignty, restraint, and a retreat from Europe's wars.